Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about exactly what every single Etsy seller needs across literally all of Etsy. Every single seller. Nobody here is safe, put it that way. The reason why I'm making this video is you guys have been liking a lot of my Etsy content, which I haven't even posted a lot of it, but you guys have really enjoyed it. I have a different take on Etsy that most people don't. They'll look at it my way, which is fine. Everybody has their own strategies, but I'm here to share everything that I know on Etsy and give you guys the game. And as far as I'm concerned, I think in my mindset, every single human being who sells on Etsy should have their own website. Now, you might say, what on earth is the point of that? Like, if you're not willing to learn new things or, kind of push yourself, trust me, I understand your position because you might have it good right now. You're selling on Etsy. You're making some money here and there. Maybe you're doing really well. Maybe you're just getting started. It doesn't matter really what point you are in the game. It doesn't matter. And you might not give notion to it. You might not care. Why would I need my own website? Why would I need to start something completely new aside from Etsy? And I've said this before. Maybe some of you guys haven't seen my other videos, but Etsy is a open door. When I used to do Amazon FBA, it was an open door as well. A lot of people don't realize that these things are temporary. Your Etsy, your Amazon FBA, although they're great and they can make you a lot of money, and really take that with a grain of salt because Amazon FBA, you won't make that much unless you're selling large quantities. But regardless, if they're open door policies, and what I mean by that is you go to Etsy, you go to Amazon FBA, you go to these platforms so you can open the door to new sales on your own site. What happens is customers are looking for good products, and this is all the time true. It doesn't matter if we're in a recession. It doesn't matter if we're in the best economy in the world. Customers are always looking to buy. I mean, you could just ask yourself. During COVID, there were people who were being laid off, fired, but guess what? They were still buying products. Stimulus money kind of helped that too, but the point is that people are always going to buy products, and they're always going to look for sellers that they can know, like, and trust. This is not something that you can argue with. This is literal fact. And the reality is that a lot of the times when I tell you guys sell certain products or sell in certain industries, one of the big rules that I always say is try to keep it in the niche. When you sell stuff, you could try to keep, in the same niche and things like that. And a lot of you guys have listened to that, and that's great. And you guys also know that your sales and your hard work can carry over from platform to platform. So if I have, let's just say I'm a designer, a graphic designer, and I post these cool designs of poster type designs on Redbubble, for example, I could do the same thing. I take those poster designs, post them on Society6, maximize my sales there, and then I could take those same posters, add them in bulk together, and then sell them on Etsy or even sell them individually, right? So it's not something foreign. I'm sure all of you guys agree that you could do this. The point here as to why it should be a necessity is because you have to understand that you do not own your own Etsy store. You might make money off of it, but you're just the cog in the wheel. You're just the gas to the engine. You're not the actual engine. As soon as there's no more gas, the engine stops. You stop making money. And you are the gas, like I said. And Etsy has the chance, if they really wanted to boot you off the platform. I don't want to say names, but there's a YouTuber who's in the Etsy space, and I'm a fan of him. He's a friend of mine. He got one of his accounts, Etsy accounts, deleted. Once again, I'm not going to say names, but I'm a big fan of him. He's, I guess, a friend, I guess you could say. Nobody is bulletproof. Anybody can lose their accounts. And I mean, I've been trying to preach this for years, but at the end of the day, people don't listen until they actually get hurt and it happens to them. And what happens is you need to habitually put it into your mind that you need to move people off of the Etsy platform onto your site. And there's two ways to do that. The first thing is you have to the products that you sell, you have to sell extensions of those on your own website. So for example, let's go ahead and click on this sweatshirts section here, and let's click on this sweatshirt, right? Ford and Wyatt, right? Let's just say this is the brand. If this is my brand and I sell this product and it's doing well, I should absolutely have a website, and I should absolutely be giving people discount codes to come check out my site and use their discount codes at my website. Now you may say, why would I need a website? Once again, things are temporary on Etsy. If you believe that you're going to stay there forever, you're sadly mistaken. People lose their accounts a day after day after day after day. And I don't have to sit here and explain these things, but that's one of the reasons. Remember how I said there's 2 reasons? That's the first reason. The second reason that you should move your clients off of Etsy, off of the FBA, whatever, and go to your own site is secondly because it's more profitable. Etsy will continue to increase their fees over time. It was just last year, or pretty recent, maybe not last year, maybe a few months ago, maybe like 10 months ago or something. I can't remember the exact date, but Etsy increased its fees. And if Etsy wants to turn up the dial, they absolutely can. Why do you think they did that? It was because they had the spike during COVID, during the sales and all that. And then once people had to go back to work, those sales kind of went down a little. The economy got worse. And a company, like I said, has only 2 options to make money. They're either going to cut costs, right, by firing employees, laying off employees, whatever, or they're going to increase costs to their customers or their users. In this case, they're increasing costs on us, the sellers, because we're the real customers. We're the real people that make Etsy their money. See, a lot of people get this confused. The person who buys is not really the customer of Etsy. They are our customer. We are the customers of Etsy because when we make a sale, Etsy takes a percentage of the income we earn. Does that make sense? So what you have to realize is that there is nothing permanent. Your Etsy store could last 2, 3, 4, 5 years without getting banned or without any issues. But your website can last an eternity. Now, when we talk about websites, the biggest thing that I want you to realize is that your website is going to be the safest thing for an exit. Now, some of you may say, well, why would I want to exit my website? Well, you're going to sell it for a huge multiple. You're not going to sell it for a small fraction of what you sell it for. The only people that sell their websites for a small percentage of what it's worth is simply if the website's dying, which is nobody wants to buy those anyway. And only, no offense, but only fools buy websites that are dying. Or they're just not in the business game. They really don't know how things work. Everybody's got to learn. The point is that having your own website is extreme amounts of power. And I want to put things into perspective for you. The very first business that I ever built, the first 3 years I didn't make a penny. That's not true. I probably made like maybe $1,000 in the whole first 3 years. The 4th year, I made sub $100,000. The 5th year, or the 5th year and a half, when I sold it for a very large 6-figure amount. Very large. I'm not going to say the number, but I did. When I sold that business, it was all because I had my website, but I funneled traffic from FBA, from Instagram, from doing all these different things and getting them to my website. My website was the most valuable asset. And the way that I was able to convert customers to my website, well, that's a whole 100 videos on its own, because every component into converting a customer, turning a website visitor into a customer, is a lesson to be learned. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of, well, maybe not hundreds of thousands. I'm exaggerating. It's late. I can barely think, but there's a lot of things that come into play to convert a customer. One of those things is traffic. You can get traffic pretty much for free off of the back of Etsy. When you post products on Etsy and people actually buy from you, it's an open gateway for you to recommend them to your website and recommend them products that you're already selling. That's the number way you could do it with Etsy. And every single Etsy seller should be doing that. There's no discussion about this. Now, it comes down to priority. There's a lot of people who are going to listen to this and they're going to be like, you know what, he's right, but, who cares? And they're just going to move on, and that's fine. Everybody's responsible for themselves at the end of the day. Now, talking about this, I'm going to open up a series here on this YouTube channel where I'm going to show you guys how to build a Shopify store from scratch. And I figured, why don't I use one of the examples of the YouTube videos that I already made and show you how to make it happen? So let me show you what I'm talking about. If I go here to YouTube and I pull up my own channel, so let's go to Autopilot, This is how you know it's late. I can't even spell my own YouTube channel name. Autopilot Passive Income. And we click on this. And there was a video I made that was right here. It says, think outside the box. 5 ideas for Etsy passive income. And I give you guys 5 different products that you could potentially sell on Etsy. Some people had problems with the last one that I mentioned, but the reality is so many people are doing it, and there's a way to go about it. But regardless, that's not the point. The point of this video is I'm going to take one of these products that I mentioned to you guys, and I'm going to actually sell it on a Shopify store. I'm going to run the ads. I'm going to set up the store. I'm going to show you every single step of the way. And the best thing is, above all this, I'm going to do it for free on this YouTube channel. And I'm going to make it happen. And I'm going to document the sales. I plan to sell the website because honestly, I just have way too much to manage right now. But without further ado, I am going to do that on this YouTube channel. So how is it going to work? So if you click on this video, if you go watch it, I'll leave the link in the description. But it's 5 different product ideas that are a little bit outside the box that people don't normally think about. And one of the easiest ones that are on there, I'm going to go ahead and do. And you could watch the video to know what it is. I'm not going to say what it is here. I'll leave, like I said, the link will be in the description. But I'm going to have to build a Shopify store. Now, I will leave a link in the description if you guys want to join this journey with me, and I'm going to do it with Shopify. The only reason I'm doing it with Shopify is because there's a lot of people who know about Shopify. Now, Shopify has some pretty good market share in the world of like website building and things like that. Shopify is really not created for websites. They're created for e-commerce stores. There's a small difference between the two. A website can be an e-commerce store. E-commerce store can be a website. However, in terms of e-commerce, like just straight up physical product sales and things like that, Shopify is one of the best. It costs money. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It costs a little bit to make it happen. Definitely doesn't cost thousands or anything like that, but it's worth it, right? There are other platforms that I've recommended, like Sellfy, for example, and I'm just going to give a good shout out to them real quick. Sellfy, I'll leave the link in the description to all these resources, the videos, the links, everything. Also great. However, a lot of people don't know about it, and once again, I'll make a series about this as well. Sellfy, I don't mind if you guys want it, I'll do it. I'll make a series down the road. It is a little bit more cheaper and more simple compared to Shopify, but we're going to start off with Shopify first because it's simple. Now, if you click the link in the description, you want to sign up with me, you want to get started. When I say sign up with me, I'm just saying like you want to do the mission, the journey with me. I'm going to do a series on this YouTube channel where I show you once again, step by step, from creating the store, from adding the products, all the way to end up paying for the ads and making it happen, creating a brand. I'm going to lay it all out on this YouTube channel absolutely for free. Most people would charge it as a course. Trust me. I have my courses out there. I mean, it's not something that I think I'm going to do. I think I might as well just put it for free on this YouTube channel. Everybody can watch. Everybody can do it with me. But this time I'm going to be a lot more granular. I'm going to be much more specific with the things that I teach. The lessons are going to be longer, and they're going to be, like I said, it's going to be course style. Basically, if you guys have taken any of my courses where I'm extremely, extremely, extremely specific, and sometimes I'll make like 40, 50 videos, 60 videos in a course, that's how this is going to go. And you guys know my website. Let me just shout this out real quick. Autopilotpassiveincome.com. You guys know I have the courses there, the Redbubble design course, or not Redbubble, but the print-on-demand design course to create designs speedily. I created 60-something designs, 30 minutes, something like that. Or no, sorry. No, that was right. 60-something designs, 30 minutes. Redbubble tag/SEO course, titling, SEO, etc. I don't want to bore you guys with the courses. You guys can go on the website and check it out, but you get my point, right? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this series on the YouTube channel, but this time with the series, it is going to be longer. So I'm just warning you guys right now. It's going to be longer. It's going to be more specific. There's going to be a lot of content in the videos. I'm not saying there's going to be a lot of videos. I'm saying there's going to be a lot of content in the videos. So there could be a video that ends up being 2 hours. It could happen. We'll see how it plays out, but basically what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to be explaining everything in extreme depth. And I don't know if I'm going to put it behind like a free membership. I don't know if I'm going to publicly post it on YouTube. I know that it's going to be for free. It's not going to cost you guys anything. So I don't know if I should put it up on YouTube. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'll tell you kind of the things that you need to get set up from right now before we even start, so you don't want to be left behind. The first thing you need is a Shopify membership, obviously. For the first 3 months, you can pay $1 for the 3 months. So I'll leave a link in the description to join Shopify. That will be the first link. The next thing you have to do is you're going to have to get a premium Shopify theme. Now, once again, if you're going to start a Shopify store, I wouldn't start if I'm broke. If you guys are, no disrespect, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but if you're trying to save money right now, if you're trying to, if you don't have an income source, don't start a Shopify store. You should really start focusing on the other platforms, TeePublic, Redbubble. Try to make some kind of money, some other source. I don't recommend people with like their last $1,000 to start a Shopify store, because you're going to have to pay for ads. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to invest time, money, and effort. And definitely don't recommend somebody who's looking to save every penny to start a Shopify store. If you're looking to save, there's nothing wrong with that. I just want to be clear. Absolutely nothing wrong with saving money. I've been in your position. I know how it feels like to really need every single penny. And there are other platforms for that, right? You can start a Zazzle store. You can start a Redbubble store. You can start an Etsy store. These things don't really cost money, right? TeePublic, whatever. But with Shopify, it's going to take a little bit of money. So you're going to pay $1 to sign up to Shopify. That's going to get you good for 3 months. You're going to have to pay for ads. Everybody has a different learning potential when it comes down to advertising, okay? Some people get it going after 2 ads. They might have spent only $300, $400, $500. Some people, they might get an ad going. They spent $500 and then the ad dies out. They break even. And then next thing you know, they spend another $5,000 without making any profit. It comes down to learning what to do right and wrong, but honestly, you really got to be introspective. The point is, it's going to cost you some money. Everybody's different. Like I said, some people can run ads and make it happen. Some people can't right away. It all comes down to the knowledge, the experience, and there's no shortcuts. So I want to be clear about this. When people run these ads and they make it seem like they're making $1 million a month, there are no shortcuts. If somebody's making $1 million a month through ads, either they have tremendous amounts of experience doing what they're doing, or, I mean, their IQ is through the roof. They're on Elon Musk level IQ. So, I mean, everybody's different, but I could tell you, I've spent over $100,000 paying for ads, learning how they work, learning how to make it happen, and it was definitely not easy. Part of those ads were Pinterest ads. I'm not going to show Pinterest ads on this YouTube channel because I have a course for that. I will show you how to do Facebook for this YouTube, so I'll make that happen. But I have literally a course on my YouTube, on my website, around Pinterest advertising, and it would be unfair to everybody who paid for that course to learn it for free here. I mean, that doesn't make sense. So I'll leave that there. The benefit about Pinterest is dramatically cheaper than Facebook. Dramatically cheaper. Dramatically cheaper than Google as well. Same quality traffic. But regardless, I'll do some Facebook ads, and I'm more than certain I'll make it happen. I can't tell you guys how many websites that I've created ads for them and sold them. I have 42 websites that I run currently that make me money on a daily basis. I did say 42. Some of them are SEO based. Some of them have a little bit, well, not some of them. All of them are SEO based. They just have a little bit of ads, a little bit of Google, a little bit of SEO, things like that. But most of them are SEO. All of them are SEO. Most of them have generated sales both organically and some retargeting ads. But that's not the point. We're not going to get into the specifics. You get my point. So that's why I'm planning to sell the website after I build it. Yeah, it's not. I have no time to run too many businesses. Anyways, so now that you paid for Shopify, what else? You paid for Shopify. I'm trying to think. You have your product ready. I'm not going to share what product I'm going to do now. You once again watch the video, the 5 different products, etc. Premium Shopify theme. Okay, so this is the difference between the amateurs and the winners. The amateurs are going to sit here and say, well, I can make money off a Shopify theme that's free. Go ahead and go free if you want to go free. But like I said, this is not a game where you try to save money. This is not one of those. You can go ahead, and this is just basically my synopsis. I'm going to keep this short. Like I said, I'm super tired. It's very late. But when you have a Shopify store, right, you want to give yourself the best opportunity to convert a customer, okay? I'm going to pull up some Shopify themes here on the screen. Let's see here. Shopify theme. Let's get rid of this. There's another one here. Let me get the other one. Bots and apps. Let me go here. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Unless I'm going insane. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me move this here. Let's see. Just bear with me, guys, for a second. I am so tired. Anyways, so on the screen, these are different Shopify themes. I'll explain every single one in just a second. But you always have those people that sit there and say, I made my first 10 sales with a free Shopify theme. That's great. But what people don't understand is the less optimized your website is, the more traffic the more traffic you're going to have to bring to the site to get the same amount of sales. So let's put it into perspective. Let's say I create a website, and let's say my friend Ricky creates a website, right? Ricky uses the free theme, I use the paid. There are certain things in the paid that allow me to advertise a very specific way that is not found in the free, okay? I'm not going to list those things now. When we go ahead and we make the videos and all that kind of stuff, we'll explain. However, he has to run ads a very specific way to try to get a sale. I get to save money on ads because I have certain things that work for me. And those things that work for me are just simple human triggers that allow me to sell more than he would normally sell. Does that make sense? And what people don't realize, especially the beginners, is they try to save money on a theme. I'm telling you this now. If you try to save money on a theme, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. It's kind of like boxing with one arm. Can you win a fight if you're boxing with one arm? Sure you can, but it's harder. It just doesn't make sense to do that. And I kind of could segue into the aspect of Shopify apps. So in Shopify, and I'm going to have to go in the incognito tab here because I can't show my own account, but in Shopify, you have the apps, okay? You have an app store. And all of these apps, right, cost money. Pretty much every single one except the ones that have a permanently free plan, which Shopify makes those apps. Like, for example, Shopify Inbox. Shopify Inbox is free because it's made by Shopify, right? Anyways, that's not the point. The point is there's apps that are cost money. So these apps, they customize your website in certain ways. And it's not just about making it look good. Making it look good is just one of the aspects. There's a lot of things that humans look for in terms of triggers. So certain discounts, certain things. I'll give you one perfect example. One example is if I'm running an ad on my website where I tell people, spend $200, right? And you get free shipping. What are people going to be more inclined to do now? They're going to be more inclined to spend that $200 or more so they can finally get free shipping. Okay, especially it depends on the product. There's a lot of things it depends on. I'm speaking in summary here. Okay, there's little animations that go on the website that can catch people's eye without them having to read through and all that kind of stuff. Why does that matter? The attention span for an individual now is about like 3 seconds when they come to your website. They have to know what they're seeing. They have to know how they're going to get the deal. Everything has to come together very, very, very quickly for the customer to end up making the sale. So many people end up having customers on their website. The customers leave. Maybe they add the product to the cart and then they just leave. They never check out. And really what that reflects is they could get 100 add to carts, 200 add to carts, 59 add to carts, and 0 sales. And part of the reason why is because they haven't tapped into those triggers. Now, the Shopify App Store allows you to do that, but I'm a big believer in not paying monthly for things that cost me money because I am an asset over liability type of guy. If I'm going to pay monthly for Shopify apps, these are liabilities, and they add up very, very quickly. And you could run through, I think they have this here. I don't know where it is here. Maybe they have it. They don't have it. I don't know. Is it this or is it this? I don't know. Anyways, there's like a chart. There's like a list of all the different apps that you would need and how much they would cost. And if you did the math, it would cost something like $500 a month, $200 a month. I don't remember the exact number is, but it would cost a lot of money on a monthly basis to end up, right? To end up with the kind of shop that you need, paying for the apps. And then you would have to hire a developer to customize the code to make all the apps uniform and look like they fit into the store. So what I'm trying to say here is an easy way to get rid of that is just pay for a theme. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some themes. So first one is Nismo theme, and I'll just do like a little summary of each one. Nismo theme comes with a second theme called Clean Theme. You can, like I said, go to their website. That's nismotheme.com. Look at their stuff, look at their website, look at their all this kind of stuff. You can see it. They have demos on their sites as well. They explain all this stuff. This is the theme that I'll be using for my go around this time when I run the ads and I do everything like that. You guys can, like I said, do whatever you want. This theme costs $327, and I think you could use autopilot as a discount. Let's try it. I'm not 100% sure, so don't. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Don't take my word for it. Autopilot. Let's see. No, that didn't work. Let's see. Autopilot. I have to check. I remember I had a discount code that worked for this. I have to check. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I know I have a discount code for this. I'll probably leave it in the link in the description, like I said, because I'm super tired. My memory is shot right now. I'm pretty sure it's something probably like autopilot. Autopilot, passive income. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll leave the code in the description box down below. I remember when I partnered with these guys, I told them about what I wanted to do, how I wanted to show things, and I told them some things to change on their theme, and they actually did. They did a great job doing it. So basically, it all worked out. But anyways, I'll leave the discount code in the description box down below. Yeah. Anyways, so that's one example of a theme. Another example of a theme is this theme right here. And by the way, the discount code is $100 off. Did I forget to mention that? I don't know. Anyways, this theme, Out of the Sandbox. Out of the Sandbox is a good theme, but it's not a advertiser-based theme, and I'll explain what I mean. If you're going to pay for ads and you're going to use certain triggers, this is not the theme to go with. If you're going to go with an organic SEO type thing, you can go with this theme. It's okay. It's definitely not going to blow you away, but it does not have the psychological triggers. It doesn't have the discount at the cart. It doesn't have the sales pop-ups. It doesn't have any of that kind of stuff, okay? So, you know, you get what you pay for, but at the same time, you are paying a little bit premium. The way this theme was marketed for years is that it markets it as super speed. Like you're giving speed to your store. The reality is Shopify is the only thing that can control speed, not any kind of theme. The amount of people that have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to Shopify is unanimously probably about close to 99%. And Shopify as a hosting platform is responsible for speed, not your theme. Your theme is the CSS that slaps on top of it. CSS is just basically your colors, the way things look, the organization, etc. So, you know, the marketing, hey, everybody has a ploy, right? Everybody has a game, but Turbo theme is not actually Turbo. All these themes are pretty much the same speed, okay? So, yeah, but this theme is normally $425. You guys are probably going to see this video a week from now, 2 weeks from now, whatever. This is, I'm pretty sure today's Black Friday, or yesterday was, something like that. So this is not going to be the same price forever. But yeah, $425 on a normal day. So normal day, $425. This is $327, but like I said, there's a discount code. I just can't for the life of me remember it. I'll leave it in the description box down below. Next theme. This theme is $179, and I believe it's called themepodshop.com. Let me pull that up. Themepodshop.com. We actually talked about this theme the other day, maybe a couple weeks ago or something. But this theme here is a Shopify theme that also taps into those triggers, if you will. Okay, they do that, and it was created by Bots and Apps. If you're familiar with Bots and Apps, they are a company that I have used for a lot of my print-on-demand stuff. They call themselves the POD Theme Shop. Okay, so print-on-demand theme shop, and their theme cost $179 at the cheapest. let's see here, for one license package. So if you have one store, 179, 3 stores, 429, 5 stores, 778. I'm assuming majority of people listening do not have more than one store, so it will be fine. Debutify. Debutify is a great theme as well, okay? It really fits into the category more of POD theme shop, this is their website. This is just where they take you when you end up paying. POD theme shop, it's more like POD theme shop. It's more like Clean a little bit, or Nismo, or whatever it's called. It's more like those. Turbo is really in its own kind of category, and I'll explain what category it is in a minute. But Debutify is good because it has all these different features to it. But the thing about Debutify is that they charge you monthly, and they're charging you per feature, and they call them add-ons, right? So if I was going to pay $29 a month, I only get 6 standard add-ons. And I'll give you an example of like what an add-on is. So for them, an add-on is like having a favicon. For those who don't know what a favicon is, let me show you what I mean. If you guys look here on my browser, do you see this like little purple butterfly, or like this blue symbol right here, or like this black thing, or like this world icon? That is a favicon. Does that make sense? So these favicons is an example of an add-on. They have a whole list of these add-ons, right? Let me go ahead and center this website here. They have a whole list of what these add-ons are. But that's just an example of an add-on. Now, if you're going to get the Debutify, you should not get anything lower than the Pro. You can't do anything with the growth. I'm just going to keep it real. You're wasting your money if you go with the growth, because you need so many of these quote-unquote add-ons. It's not worth the time. $29 for a few little features. You can get a free theme that will do just the same. So, And the way they count these add-ons is, no offense, kind of ridiculous. That's why I say Debutify is good. It offers a good theme when you're paying for the whole entire package. Majority people, no offense to Debutify, but they're not going to be able to pay $79 a month for a theme, especially when they're starting, because imposter syndrome is very, very real. A lot of people start their Shopify store. It takes a few months to get going. And after the first or second month, if they're paying too much, they tap out. And so people, $79 is hefty. I'm not going to keep it, I'm not going to lie. If you're paying $79 month after month after month after month, it adds up. So is Debutify good? It's great. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not. But if you're going to go with Debutify, do not go with the growth. No offense, it's garbage. Definitely don't go with the free, because you're not getting anything. And so at least the Pro. At the very least, go with the Pro. Obviously, you're not going to need 3 licenses, etc., but that's the way to go. So let me explain the categories now. So I'm going to take this Turbo theme, move it all the way to the right-hand side here. The Turbo theme is different because the Turbo theme is pretty much the same, or very, very close to, the Shopify Marketplace themes. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So if we go to Shopify Marketplace themes right here, there's a website on Shopify.com. Hold on, not here. Here it is. If you go to themes.shopify.com, they sell themes. The themes here are pretty much, not all of them, I don't want to act like all of them are, but they're pretty much on the same level in terms of features as Turbo. There's really no difference. The only difference is design. So I'll give you an example. This theme here, Berlin. Berlin is relatively familiar with a lot of people. Berlin actually has a little more features than Turbo does. And I know that's hard to say, but to my point here is that Turbo is well known for its cleanliness, right? Basically, put it this way: you're overpaying for Turbo. I hate to put it this way: you're overpaying for Turbo. Is it a good theme? It's okay, but you're not getting a lot of the features, and you're overpaying. If you really wanted to compare, like for example, Turbo to Nismo theme, or Clean theme, which is the theme that comes with Nismo, so you get 2 different options. And by the way, first of all, this theme, the Nismo theme right here, you get 2 themes for the price of 1. You're getting the Nismo theme and the Clean theme. And once again, I'm not trying to sell it, I'm just simply explaining. So you can literally, the options are yours. So many different options here. But The themes are good, but they're just as clean in terms of organization. They're just as good looking at all that kind of stuff. And on your own time, guys, you can go ahead and look at their demos. I'm pretty sure they have a demo here. Let me see where it is. Let's see. I should have made this video when I had a little bit more energy, but let me search for a demo. I know they have a demo. I just look, when I go to bed, I wake up, I'll show you guys more about this kind of stuff. But I know they do. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. But anyways, I can't look for it right now. But the point is, and we'll talk about this more because this is just simply the first video, and I have no idea how long I've been recording, 35 minutes. You're going to have to get a premium theme if this is the route you want to go. And once again, for the people that are trying to save their money, there's nothing wrong with it. Shopify is not the place you want to start. That I'm just going to keep it real. Shopify is not the place you want to start if you're going to save your money, because after you pay for your ads, and think about it this way, you're going to pay for ads, which is going to cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, okay, in the start, because you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to pay for a theme. If you don't pay for a theme, you're going to have to pay for apps that cost you monthly money, which cost more than a theme. So there's really no reason not to pay for a theme. So it's one or the other. It's the apps or the theme. Which one is it? Whatever you want. After the theme / apps and the ads, you're going to take the time to design. Okay, you're going to pay costs for other softwares like mock-up softwares or photography, something like that. You're going to pay for. You're building a brand. This is not, it's not a toy. It's not a game. You're building a brand. You guys know that. This is not something I have to explain. But anyways, when you do all this kind of stuff, it's going to take some time. It doesn't happen overnight. Take that with a grain of salt, because you could run a good ad and it could make it happen, but there's a learning curve to make it happen. So, guys, you guys are going to see the series. I could talk all day now and talk about it, but you really just have to see it in action for me to make it happen for you guys, so you can see more about this. And that's really pretty much it. I'll leave all the resources mentioned in this video in the description. Okay, I'm super tired. I'm gonna head off to bed. It's been a really, really, really long day. I forgot to mention this, but I've been fasting with no food for the better part of 3-4 days now. So I'm doing a 5-day fast, and I'm feeling real drained. But I'll be back. I'll be back. High energy once this whole fast is over. But I'm just exercising my discipline, working hard, just the same way you guys are. So I'll see you guys soon. Sorry for the lack of performance in this video. I'm definitely very, very tired. I definitely need to get my sleep. I'll see you guys soon. All right. Peace out. Bye.